Okay, next game. Urgot does loot subscription, I believe, right? Yeah, this should be the loot subscription encounter.
That usually meant you could do like a nice Ink Shadow opener. What do you mean I need an intro? I mean, these are just gameplay videos that go into the second channel. I don't really intro them either. And I got a spatula. Very nice. So I have Worth the Wait Seraphine and a spatula from loot subscription. I know I have Worth the Wait Seraphine, so it would make sense to prioritize the magic damage guiding hex. Because I will likely have Ionic Spark or Static Shift if I'm playing Seraphine carry. So yeah. I feel like here it makes sense to take the magic weapons from Anima Squad. Since, you know, I'm playing Ilaoi. Ilaoi has a flat MR reduction, which makes the magic weapons better. And yeah, I will be definitely running Static or Ionic at some point. Is any a tank? Nah, she's a backliner. She is a 4-range backline unit. I'd have to double check this, Tommy, but I believe that the Exotech units are the Exotech items are different for each player. I think Ink Shadow worked the same, no? Like if you scouted, like if you scout Exotech on the board of somebody else, it will tell you different items. I think Ink Shadow was the same. I'd have to double check this in-game on the PBE, but I do believe everybody has their own set of 3 Exotech items. Can you make Strategist emblem? I don't think Strategist had an emblem, did it? No, actually it did have an emblem. So that means it's a frying pan emblem, right? Yeah. Was it a spatula? Nah, had to be frying pan. PBE is tomorrow evening for Europe. Yeah, I feel like the icons are not fully fleshed out yet. They're probably gonna change some of the icons. Something I did remember from the set is there's actually a few traits that don't have emblems. Cypher being one of them. But there's like 3 traits or something that don't have emblems. Oh, is Strategist like uncraftable, but it still exists from like carousels? Was that it? And augments? Maybe that was the yeah, maybe it's that. It's uncraftable, but it exists. Yeah, I don't have all the emblems remembered just yet. It's gonna take me a few days. I don't know if Zeri clones proc Leona bonus, but it's really high on my to-do list. It's definitely something I want to try. No, anyone can join the playtest? Nah, you have to be a TFT content creator to get invited to one. Also, the playtest is already over. This is like just footage. Hey, my Wayne was a bit better. Do you have info about portal prices? I have some info, yes. Let me double check. Do you think Riot is moving away from emblems and a fortune trade? I think so, yeah. They did it with Cambaron, they did it with Cypher. That might... I think they're easier to balance if they don't have an emblem. So I can... And the thing is, there's no more Tome of Trades or anything that you can use to abuse it. So yeah, I actually think that loot trades might not have emblems anymore in the future. Riot has said so on Mort stream. Ah, yeah, that's what it was. Who's carrying Nitro? That depends. You can do... Like, Nidalee 3 can actually be kind of, like, strong, but... this comp often caps out with Elise 3-star. Elise is a tier 3 unit. What is a 3-cost portal? No, it's they're talking about a new cosmetic. It's like... they're adding a new cosmetic tier. So you know how you have like booms and you have the little legends, and they're adding a new cosmetic for when you teleport to an enemy board, like the portal animation. You know, like this blue thingy that appears, right? Like this one, that blue thingy that appears. There's gonna be like customizable skins for these types of portals. I mean, I usually don't care that much. Like, I care about having a duck little legend and a map that reminds me of water for like the duck theme. And once I have that, I'm usually happy. I don't need to collect all the new skins and stuff.
That's how Anima Squad gets it done.
They should make free ones for Mythic Arenas. Ah, did you just use the forbidden word? That is, we are watching a recording from a playtest, Anas. The opponent sees it each round. I see. I mean, it would be weird for you to spend money and not being able to flex on your opponents, right? Okay, Seraphine 3-star. We do have one Anima Squad emblem. Now, normally the way you should play Anima Squad is you open with the target dummy with the emblem, because then you can reach the Prismatic trait on level 9. So it's pretty much the same concept as Rebels. But yeah, in this game I'll probably, like, if I want to get 10 Anima Squad, then I don't see myself getting a dummy at this point. So I'm gonna have to save up all of my gold to go level 10 if I want to have a chance at the Prismatic trait.
They need wisdom. They don't need teeth.
I mean, yeah, for me, like, cosmetics is whatever, right? Is how the game, like, I mean, server costs are high, developer costs are high. I mean, you're gonna have to finance that game somehow. As long as it's not pay to win, it's fine. Oh, by the way, here you could see I just hovered over the counter, the icon at the top, and it showed me loot subscription. So if you want to know which encounter you have, then this is where you find it now. You used to be able to find it in the old augment selection, but it doesn't work like that anymore. Both mobilytics and tactics show a craftable Cypher emblem. I played Cypher. I'm pretty sure when I hovered the trade, it didn't show any emblems. And really? Am I wrong? Wait. Let me see. I mean, if it's spatula and it's craftable, am I wrong? Did they change it? Oh yeah, BF is Cypher emblem. Maybe I got tricked then? Wait, am I? Oh, I might be wrong then. Wait, so Cypher is craftable? Maybe I got tricked when I hovered the trait, because it didn't show any emblems on the trait, and maybe that part of the tooltip wasn't updated yet. No, I mean, Rast is kind of like Kayn, but there's a hero augment that may... I mean, Rast is like the demon, right? The Darkin or whatever. But there is a hero augment where you can get Kayn instead. Wait, so but if Cypher actually has a craftable emblem, then Cypher openers might be better than I expected. Oh. How do you like the new soundtrack in the game? It gets repetitive pretty fast. I think I like the previous the soundtrack from previous sets more. I feel like this one definitely is too repetitive, too fast. Duck, do you like music? You mean in general? Of course. I used to only play video games while listening to music. I mean, sometimes, I used to listen to music on stream before, but ever since I did the... come on, Vayne, do it! Ah, dude, that Vayne is useless, man. Holy moly. Maybe it was a belt diff. Actually, I think this was a belt diff. Rip. should have put a belt on Ilaoi. Yeah, I used to listen to music, but ever since I did the dual stream setup with YouTube, I'm like, it's not difficult to cut out the video on the Twitch VOD track, but it was kind of difficult to cut it out on Twitch and on YouTube in a dual stream setup. And because I really wanted to do dual stream, I just ended up ditching the music. while streaming. I mean, like viewers who watch me a long time, they actually know that when I played like tournaments and stuff, I usually listened to like drum and bass, because that's like my focus / try-hard music. The set feels like a filler set for something bigger. A little bit, yes. I'm not gonna deny that. It is reprint heavy, and it does feel like you do get the vibes that the set after, set 15, you do get the vibes that set 15 is gonna be a really big set. With the Soul Arena theme, and obviously Riot putting a huge amount of resources into the whole. I mean, people expect 2x KO or whatever to get released in the summer. And yeah, you can expect like the game mode for Soul Arena in League of Legends. So it's like, I mean, yeah, I do expect set 15 to be a lot bigger than set 14. My music taste can be worse than Luscious. Yeah, I don't actually. I think if Lusha had better music, I would probably listen to his stream more. But yeah, I actually kind of agree here. Sorry, Lusha. I mean, there's worse. I think Memo's music taste is worse than Lusha's. Pfirsich, thanks for the sub and the 26 months. 15 is Soul Arena and 16 is Return to Runeterra, yes. Okay, wait, I think I skipped some questions here. Best Syndicate head Vera in your opinion? Well, from a pure carry point of view, I mean, yeah, it's probably Shaco. So for example, like Misfortune, I really like Misfortune, but there's such a big difference between having 7 Syndicate Misfortune and then having 5 Syndicate, because like Misfortune really needs the whole like bullets piercing part, and because she only gets like additional waves if she on 3 and 5 Syndicate, Misfortune feels a bit lackluster to play. And I don't like Braum. Darius is fine, but he's usually more of a mid-game thing. And I think I prefer Shaco Batiev. So yeah, I think for now my answer is Shaco. Mod said look forward on 15, they go all in on it. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely expecting a lot of changes for 15. And this is it definitely feels like 14. Like 14 doesn't have to be bad, it just has the vibes of a bridge set. Has my health improved? I mean, I was actually doing fine for most of set 13, health-wise. I didn't take a break for health reasons, to be honest. But actually, my health has been getting worse through these last 2 weeks, so let's not talk about that. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm mad about this upgrade because this is a tornado upgrade, right? I think we like it has a pretty distinct visual, so we should be able to see it. Where's the tornado? There it is. That was the tornado. It doesn't knock up. Riot, come on. There's like a few things. There's a few things that needs to happen in TFT, okay? If Nami bubbles somebody, that person needs to get knocked up. That's really important. And if you have a Jenna tornado, it needs to knock up people that are hit by the Jenna tornado. Like having a tornado that doesn't knock up, man, is so lame. They said they're doing something risky with 16. Okay, I mean, guys, we're set 14 right now. This is a little far into the future. We don't have to bother with we don't have to bother with set 15 and 16 at the moment. If that thing knocks up, it would be annoying. Yes, yes, I love stuff that is annoying for my opponents. What's the point of playing TFT if you can't annoy your opponents? I mean, it can be like a tiny knockup, you know, like a 0.25 second knockup. Just the animation of the knockup or something would be enough to satisfy me. It doesn't have to be a long knockup. Like, I don't need the units to like disappear into the sky or anything. But it's just a matter of principle. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what to think about Anima Squad. Maybe there's some, like, the problem is because the weapons happen on random units, it's kind of hard to min-max the whole thing, right? So for example, like sometimes if you take a specific weapon, there might be a positioning to min-max that weapon, right? So because it's like, maybe it hits like more units or something like that. But the problem is because you can't guarantee on who gets the weapon, it's just it just feels like a little bit like the portal trade from set 12. You know, you get like a fight bonus, but you don't really know what you're getting. I mean, I guess you kind of do know what you're getting, but it's not fully within your control on what's happening, so you just accept it as like a fight bonus. But it's not really something like you get to select which weapons, which is nice, I suppose, but most of the time it just feels like you make a decision between physical and magic damage, and that's pretty much it. Because like none of the upgrades are utility. Outside of like maybe the 10 Anima Squad one. Have I played black market augments? Yeah, a ton of them. You will see a lot of black market augments today, hopefully. Yeah, it's funny, like Seraphine is never gonna escape the whole Shojin, Nashor, Morello itemization. But she felt decent. I mean, definitely like early 7 Anima Squad, Seraphine 3-star with Worth the Wait, like none of the stuff felt bad. Yeah, the only question is which units you want to combine with Anima Squad. I think there was 1 or 2 units that actually fit in pretty well. Oh yeah, by the way, if you hear something scream like, I am the most magic, or something like that, that's Yumi. I've already put in a complaint during the playtest that Yumi is too loud. And trust me, I will show you a Blue Battery Yumi game later, and holy moly, you just want to mute voices. It's it reminded me of the Heimerdinger permacast. Like he was also he kept spamming his voice lines and was really annoying. What is this? IE, Last Whisper, Ginzo, Vayne 2. Oh, she kinda hurts. But so does Seraphine. Nice. You've played Cyber Set yet? What do you mean? You mean, yeah, I mean, I playtested Set 14 if that's the question. And in the meantime, we can just like watch some gameplay and learn some of the mechanics. Hey, even I learned something new today. I thought Cypher didn't have an emblem, but apparently it does, so. Even I learned something new today. Does Lotus apply on Anima weapons? It shouldn't, right? Like, trade damage usually doesn't interact with augments like that, so I don't think so. Because then it would also mean it could interact with something like blistering strikes or whatever. Nah, usually augments don't interact with traits like that. Oh, you mean the battle boss? I think I played Strategist Ziggs carry once, but I never played Vigar. Or at least I never had a successful Vigar game. What does Anima proc? 10 Anima proc? You will know by the end of the day. So, small spoiler, I have 2 games with 10 Anima Squad, and that means you will get to see both upgrades today. I mean, it's not that hard to get, right? It's a double emblem trade. It's like getting 10 rebels. It's not that difficult. What is the most fun unit in the set? I mean, you can definitely... I mean, on the legendary side, there's actually a lot you can cook with. I feel like you can definitely cook a lot with Aurora and Garen, but also Renekton. So I definitely like those three. Zek is fine too, but Zek is... I don't know if you can cook too much with Zek, to be honest. Outside of that, I mean, as a trader, enjoyed Syndicate the most so far. And I guess on the Exotech side, I really enjoyed Zeri.
I must not fall.
I mean, Shaco is great as well. Like Shaco is definitely the coolest T1 unit. So here, for example, okay, so right now, I added Garen, right? So let's say I get an Anima Squad mod from Garen. That one wouldn't actually matter all that much because I think it would only slightly increase the power of the it would only slightly increase the power of the weapons. But if I'm aiming for 10 Anima Squad, then the Anima Squad mod would actually interfere with the Anima Squad emblem. So playing Garen here is kind of pointless. I can temporarily make somebody into a strategist, for example, for like some bonus damage amp. Like if I get strategist, I could give it to Seraphine, so she deals more damage. But Anima Squad mod here is honestly useless. Guys, the PBE for set 14 is not up yet. You're gonna have to wait a few more days. I mean, phone is probably gonna take long. Phone might take longer to update. I'm not sure, but yeah. Set 14 is not on the PBE server yet. You're gonna have to be a bit more patient. Then Origin you hate. Yeah, there is an Origin I hate. But I would prefer to stop talking about Origin. I think that joke went over a lot of people's head, but the knowers will know. You can't put same emblem on a unit that has the mod? I don't think so. I think it interferes. When you took a break, I tried to fill the void with VTubers, but it's not the same.
That's how Anima Squad gets it done.
Well, we're back. Okay, so Anima Squad mod. So I take it and let's see. Yeah, I can't put it on Seraphine and I can't put it... Oh no, actually I can put it on Garen, but it removes the emblem. Ah. So it removes the emblem. I see. It removes the emblem. The golem is from Viego. Viego has like a mechanic where you get a unit when you place him. I mean, you get like the highest cost unit that you killed from the previous fight. But if you didn't kill anything, or if you just recently placed Viego, you get a golem to make sure you always have some sort of value. Lynn, thanks for the sub in the 13 months. When are you asking me out? It's been 13 months. Right after you finished the commissions for the chef duck. Fuck. Recluse, thanks for the T1 sub and the 8 months. We love not Ox Force. Honestly, I like the Ox Force. My first thought on set 14. So the problem with set 14 is this, right?
Oh, yeah, come on.
On the surface level, it feels like kind of a fillerish reprint type set. But, and I did mention this in my video as well. Did you know that working out with set makes you bigger? The more I played it, the more I started to realize some cooks hidden beneath the surface. So the more I played it, I was like, oh, you can actually do a lot more in the set than I expected. And yeah, so My first impressions was a bit negative, but going deeper into the set, I actually started to like it more. Worst trade, I mean, balance-wise, it's pointless to talk about balance, right? So we would have to talk about design. Is there a trait I just straight up don't like from a design standpoint of view? I don't know. I haven't played enough games to probably judge traits like that. I mean, maybe, I didn't really like Street Demons that much because of, like, being forced into specific positioning, and I didn't like the units that much, so for me personally, maybe it's... I don't see myself playing a lot of Street Demons, for example. No, those are real players. Those are not bots. Those are real players. What's my opinion on the bloblets? So, the main problem with the bloblets is... so, what's gonna happen is, you're gonna buy them in the shop, and then you're gonna press reroll, but then you realize that hidden beneath the bloblet was a unit that you were looking for, and you just rolled past it. And this is gonna happen every single game, and it's really annoying. Shiva, thanks for the Prime in the 41 months. Schön, dass du wieder da bist. Schön, dass du wieder da bist. Yeah, so I can't give... oh, I can't do a second mod on a unit either. I tested that, so yeah. You cannot do 2 mods on one unit. And if a unit has an emblem and you put a mod on it, then it replaces the emblem. How many games do you get to play? I don't know, maybe like 20 or something. How long it took you to learn Dutch? I can't speak Dutch. Also, I have zero intentions of learning Dutch. Will the middle mod offer an inactive trade? I think it's just random. I think it's like Tomo. I think as long as the trade is on the left side, it can appear. I think it's just random, I believe. Lynn, you know Shoko actually speaks German, right? So when I do queue with Shoko, it's 2 Germans with a German accent speaking English to each other, even though it's not their main language. So if I can communicate in English, I always prefer English. Yeah, Aphelios is focused. The tornadoes come from 7 Anima Squad, but look at that, level 10. Level 10. Hello, Aurora. And now we have a spatula in that here. Hello, Zaya. Now, I actually have to sell Garen. I have to sell my Garen 2-star. And you know why? Because he has... The Garen has the Anima Squad mod. So I have to sell him to give him... To get the emblem. Get one of these 2 upgrades. So this is the supply drop. So yeah, there's a jet that drops a present. And it grants you a radiant item on every single unit. And if your unit already has 3 items, it transforms one of the items into its radiant version. So for example, like Seraphine has Shojin, Ash, or Morello. So on the first drop, she might get like a radiant Shojin. And then on the second drop, she's gonna get a radiant Nashor's. And then if you look at units like Ilaoi, she has like 2 item slots free, which means she's just gonna get a tailored radiant item. So that's a prismatic trait though, keep that in mind. That is prismatic. This is the equivalent of 10 rebels. Can you remove mods? I mean, you can remove Garen. That kind of like removes the mods. But I had the mod on Garen, so I had to remove Garen. Yeah, so Ilaoi got like Radiant Redemption here. Second drop. Now she has Radiant Pot Vow, and you can see that, yeah, the units with items, they just got Radiant items. So yeah, that's a pretty sweet Seraphine 4-star with some really nice items. And it looks like the Ghost Fight doesn't have any Radiant items, rip me.
Yeah, Aurora is attacking from the bench. She has like a swap mechanic. But she returns to the board if the unit she swapped with is taken out. I think the train option was overtuned on the playtest, so the train option will probably get nerfed. Because it's gonna be awkward if one option is clearly so much better that nobody ever wants to take the second option.
Well, that was satisfying.
No power in this world can stop me.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, here you can see Viego currently gives me a Samira from the previous fight.
I will fight as long as I stand.
Focus with a big stun, it's Sejuani. Did I 3-star any 5 costs on the playtest? I did not. But I did some other fun stuff. That's a really big Shaco, but he's gone. And that is an Anima Squad Seraphine 4-star.